it's Caroline here from Aussie Cards and Crafts, and today I would like to show you how to make what I'm calling a tunnel card. This is a card that I actually saw online. I saw actually Sam Calcott do this one. I don't know how old that one was, but she did a great job of it and I really loved it. And I thought, yes, I'd like to try that. Normally, as you know, I normally have a card that I have done, but today I'm going to do it completely off pat, and I've got my measurements written down, but I'm going to make it with you or for you as I go. So what I've got here, what made me do it is I really wanted to use my Cheeky Monkey stamp and die set. So there's the dies there, there's the stamps there, and I just love them. And you can see that some of them are in there. They've all been coloured and got glossy accents on them. And I'm going to use that for the decoration. So I've used that. That was my inspiration. For my leaves, I've used one of Sam's Made to Surprise stamp and die set. And I used this leaf here and that leaf there. And you can see in here there's quite a few of them that I've done. As far as the centerpiece goes, and you'll see what I mean by the centerpiece in a moment, I've actually used one of my Card Making Magic, the one by Christina Griffiths. This is the Papercraft Society Box 11. It's probably the most used one that I've ever had from the Papercraft Society. They're all fantastic, but this one just seems to work for me. So I'm going to use this particular die just here as my Aperture die, and pop that away. And yeah, I will show you exactly how it's made. I think that's all I need to go through first off. So what it's going to be is basically, well, let me go through the sizes of the papers and then you'll see it as it comes together. So firstly, you will need one piece that is 6 inches by 12 inches. Okay, so 6 inches by 12 inches. And then along the 12-inch side, you need to score it 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, and then 3 inches. Turn the paper around and do the same thing. So once again, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches, 2.5, and 3 inches. So you then have a 6-inch piece in the center there. Okay, because you're 12 by 12, you're taking 3 inches from there and 3 inches from there. So that's our first piece. To go on the back, you will need a piece that is 6 inches by 6 inches. And for your apertures, you're going to need, for the very back, I'm going to have it as in a sky. So that one is going to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that will go on that last piece that I cut. And then I've got 3 different greens that all match in with my leaves that I've done here. Okay. And these are going to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 each. So you'll need 3 of those. Now what's actually going to happen is we need, firstly, because I would like to see, it's basically going to be a jungle theme with monkeys going through all of the greenery. But I would like to see that there is a sky in the background or something blue to break the green up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this onto the center of this. Now don't forget you've got your scoring lines finished there. So this 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 should fit nicely in there with a nice border. So I'm going to glue that one down. As I say, this is a little bit of a trial because normally I have one that I can show you first, but this is quite a simple card. So I'm just going to make sure you stick this down very, very well, by the way, because you're going to actually use your die cutting machine and use the cut an aperture through it, because this is actually oh, I've just realized I've done the wrong piece. I would like actually a piece of green, and I'm going to use this green for the front. So this is the piece that is going to go in here, because that's all going to fold back and around. That one I'll use again in a moment. Okay. So we are going to stick that with a nice border just there. Right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use this Aperture Die that I got from that Card Making Magic Papercraft Society, and I am going to use this as my my aperture. So what I need to do there is I need to grab some tape, just some low tack tape, and if you don't have low tack tape you can use sticky tape, but make sure that you've taken enough tack off, because I've actually can't find mine at the moment. And you can do that by putting it on your skin or on your clothes, because you don't want it to tear the actual card. See, that's still got quite a bit of sticky in it, so I'll just put it on my skin for a couple of times, and that will take a lot of the stickiness away. So there's that. Probably taking too much away now. Oh no, that's still going to hold it. So try and get it as central as you want it. It doesn't necessarily have to be correct, as in straight, because this isn't exactly a straight die. So, and you'll see what I mean in a moment, because I'm going to purposely do it off center next time. So I'll do that. Now you might find that this might need to be run through twice. We'll just wait and see, because there is 2 thicknesses of card in there, but it looks like it's going to be okay. So I'll take my tape off. Yes, perfect. By all means use that for scrap. And there we have our very first piece. So as we're going to be looking through, and you'll see it in a moment, and I'll start to assemble this one pretty quickly. So I will need it again, but I'll put that away to get it out of the way. So what you need to do now is you need to start folding and concertinaing these score lines just here. So fold one over, making sure each time you fold that you are burnishing. It really is important. Okay, so now it's starting to come together. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to cut apertures out of here, out of these pieces here, and these are actually going to slot into just here. So you'll get one in there. We'll have another one with a hole in there, or with an aperture in there, and then the bigger piece with the blue on it will be there. So this will all be cut out, but it will be cut out not exactly the same as this. So I'll take these and I will use my die again. Now, if you have a look, I basically used that down part there at the top. I don't want to do that this time. I want to have it off center, because I don't want them all to be exactly the same. So once again, you need to get it fairly centered on your piece of paper, but not necessarily in the same position. Now you can do this with just a plain round die or an oval die or whatever you want to use. It doesn't have to be off center. This is just my take on it. So I'll just pop that one through. Okay, so that should have been cut out perfectly. Yes, it has. Excellent. And then the last piece, and it can be any colour obviously, but the last piece of green that I've got here will be the darker piece. And once again, I want to put it slightly differently. Okay, so I've got one piece where that is at the top. I've got one that's around a little bit. I'm going to have this one where this is right at the top, so that the peak is right at the top, so that they're not going to line up. And there is a reason for this, so you'll see that in a moment. cutting through beautifully. So that can now go away back into here. Can't believe how many times I've used this particular set. Right. So now is the fun part. What we need to do is we need to put just a little bead of glue down. Oopsies. That's one of my decorations. Just a little bead of glue down two sides. So just down there and on the opposite side as well. You can use tape, but I just find glue is a little bit more forgiving. So we've got our front there. We're going to put this in that first concertina, not the one right down in the front, the next one in. So we'll put one in there, making sure that you've got a border top and bottom. And that one goes in there, and then you can... So as you can see some white there, but that won't matter because we can cover that up with our leaves or our monkeys. So we'll put that one there. And the third one, we're going to put this one in just here. And you can see that the reason that you now probably see the reason that I have made them all a slightly different spot when I cut them. So just the two sides, that's all you need to do. So that one in like so, and just in there, making sure that they're the same height. So there's that, and there's that. So there we have, and as you can see all the other lovely green colours that are coming through there. Now with this first piece that I did, and I actually glued it, and then I realised it was the wrong spot, I need to re-glue this and put this on the centre of that back piece, that plain piece of white. So we'll pop this on here. And then what we do is, because this is a 6x6, that will stick onto the edge of this piece and then the edge of that piece. So we'll do them one piece at a time. So we'll pop some glue on that one. That went over a little bit there, so I don't want it to be gluing onto my green. And we will put firstly that very first one there, making sure that it all lines up. Remember that this is a 6x6 card and it's a 6x6 piece at the back, so it needs to line up. Perfect. And then we do the same along this side. Now hold it in place, and there we go. So as you can see, we've got these different areas here that we can actually now start decorating. So what I've done is I've done my cheeky monkeys. I just love my monkeys. So I'm going to put a couple of them. Obviously I want to hide the white. They don't always have to be monkeys where the white is, but you're going to be starting to decorate this, and you're going to decorate it from all avenues. So from all of these areas in here, you're going to be hanging leaves in, and you're going to be putting your monkeys in. So I'm going to play with this for a little while, and once it's finished, I will show it all to you. Okay, took a little while, but there it is. There's our tunnel card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sentiment in the back there. So I'll heat emboss that, and I'll probably put some little gold Nouveau drops or green Nouveau drops just around here, just to take the plainness off. But that is our tunnel card. So as you can see, you've got your 3 concertina parts there. You slide your pieces, your aperture pieces in there. You put a backing piece. Obviously, I'm going to put a backing piece with a stamped sentiment on it as well. And there we go. I think that is just a beautiful card. I really, really like it. It goes in a 6x6 envelope. It's got a little bit of dimension on it. By the way, all of these that I coloured in, I coloured the monkeys in. These are the monkeys, the Aussie Cards and Crafts monkeys, the Cheeky Monkey set. That's $25, and it comes with your dies as well for your monkeys. And I coloured those in coloured pencil. With all the greenery, I actually used watercolour pencils because they're a lot more forgiving. So I used the watercolour pencils, and then over everything I actually put the glossy accents. So when you see this at the front, that basically will advertise the tutorial, you will see it will have a sentiment in there. I haven't actually sorted that one out yet, and it will also have the Nouveau drops on it, so it will be finished. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I love the monkeys. I think they are absolutely gorgeous, and I think that one's going to be probably one of my favourites. I think that one can probably sit in my craft room rather than be given to someone, because I really do like them. So thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because that really does help. If you're not a member of our Facebook site, please head on over to our Facebook site, which is Aussie Cards and Crafts, and you will find there that there is absolutely an amazing group of people. We have, I think it's around about 1,300 people on the site now. And it's growing every day. So please, take the trouble to go and have a look, say hello. Love to see what you guys do with this. I just think it's beautiful, and it can be. I can imagine this style with Christmas trees at the back, and Christmas trees coming in all the concertina pieces. It can be a Christmas tree aperture. Entirely up to you what you want, but I just think it's really cute and really, really good fun. So thanks for listening. I look forward to seeing you over on the Facebook page. Until next time, bye. Hi everyone. I thought I'd just quickly come back and just show you what else I've done. I have finished it off now, except for the sentiment on the back, but I have put a sentiment in the center, and I use the offcut that I took from the center. I just cut another die, and then I'll put a heat embossed a sentiment on there, and I just use some drops around the outside. Just takes the plainness off. I think it's a bit of a fun card, so I hope you like it, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Bye.